Robby Anderson, the free agent, the burner, arguably the fastest man in the NFL. Is he worth $15 million a year? No. Jets fans very split on the topic right now. A lot of them think the Jets need to bring him back. Mainly because there's nothing else. Darnold has very little else to throw to. Remove that from your mind. The weapons make no difference. Don't worry about the weapons until the infrastructure is built, until the offensive line is built. The worst thing the Jets could do, especially after signing Le'Veon Bell last year, no good cap team signed stud running backs to big money. I mean, just look at the Super Bowl last year. Chiefs, Niners, Mostert, Damian Williams. Come on. Build the infrastructure. Bring back Robby if he accepts $10, $11, $12 million a year with, not crazy guarantees. But if it's $15 million a year and an NFL team is worth giving Robby $15 million plus absurd guarantees, Joe Douglas would be wise to let him walk. Doesn't matter what they currently have on the depth chart. The salary cap is the salary cap. They could draft a receiver. They could find a couple guys cheap. That's the least of the Jets' worries. Why is he not worth 15? Well, he's not a good route runner. And route running is what dominates the NFL at the wide receiver position. Route running, hips. Robby Anderson has no hips. He has no elusiveness. When was the last time you saw Robby Anderson make a guy miss in the open field? It doesn't happen. He's an okay blocker, 41st percentile, good stalk blocker, but he's not a route runner. And that's what you'll see throughout this video. Poor route running skills, poor awareness, poor possession attributes. Say no to Robby Anderson at $15 million a year. 10, 11, maybe 12 with reasonable guarantees? Sure. Not 15. Route running. Robby Anderson in Buffalo. First down, 4 wideouts against nickel. Jets have the advantage. Gun. Robby is closest to us. Is he a $15 million man? That's the question. I don't believe so. It's about hips. It's about route running. Yeah, he's a burner. Burners are important. But he doesn't have the hips. Look at the defense. Nickel, too deep, and yet both outside corners are lagged. It's good. It's good against a 10-yard out. Still, good shape there. Now right there, corner turns his hips out of the back pedal, turns his hips to the inside. Great sign for Robby. Why is it so rounded? Did you see the breakdown? Did you see how round that route was? For a guy who's so fast, it's tough to run precise routes. Right here, he's already in his breakdown. He makes the breakdown last too long. He needs to be sharper, and the route needs to be sharper. It's too deep. Too deep, needs to be sharper, needs to be across that 45-yard line. He doesn't do it. It allows the corner to read Darnold's eyes and undercut the route. I was in the building. I don't remember if this was tipped or if Robby dropped it, but possession catching, that's another issue for Robby Anderson. Possession qualities, strength. Listen, he improved last year. Made a couple nice catches that showcase strength. One against Pitt in the end zone, on the go route from the Z close position, and he's improved, but he still lacks that possession quality in terms of catching traffic, strong hands when he needs to make a catch. Here he is, near side. He's running a corner. See how he's tugged in a little bit? He's a little closer in his lineup. That's intentional. Single high, so all he's got to do is beat his corner. Beat the corner, and you're golden. As long as the quarterback hits him, good to go. Right here, not a bad route. Corner's turned inside, which means he has him. For some reason, he gets lost when the ball's in the air. Not the best throw in the world, but if you're a number one wideout, worthy of $15 million, you got to make this catch. Right here, he locates the ball with plenty of time, gotta make this catch. You gotta fight through these defenders' hands. Yes, is there contact? Sure. It wasn't contact that a number 1 wideout shouldn't be able to fight through. Tough catch, gotta make it. Huge play here. Scoreless game, 3rd and 10. Jets need a score. 11 personnel, gun empty against the nickel. It's obviously zone. Look at the way they're set up against the empty. There's Robby Anderson. Close, as he often does. Close alignment on the outside. He has a corner route. Underneath is a flat stop, flat sit, whatever you want to call it. I think it's Crowder. Not sure. But right there, you see how rounded that corner route is? Don't pay attention to the fact that he's wide open. The safety was all over him. He's reading Darnold. He already knows he's in trouble. This corner route has to be sharper. Right, left, plant. Give me a left, right, boom, on the left foot. Hard cut to the corner. Instead, he rounds it. Where does he go? It's so rounded. The safety could see it coming from a mile away. Meanwhile, up top, look at Vincent Smith. He goes with the right, left, right, boom. Watch his right foot. Dig in. Boom. Right there. Creates separation. If Darnold's looking, if Darnold has a cleaner pocket, look at how messy that pocket is. There is no pocket. He could find Vincent Smith for a touchdown. He scrambles. This is the one where he misses Daniel Brown on the run. Darnold's best attribute on the run. Misses him. But Robby Anderson, he's improved, but he doesn't have that route running ability. More route running in this one happens far too often. Effort. That's all it is. On a stop, comeback is... He has to do it on the comeback. Comeback, you have to do it as a wideout. But stops, hooks, you can't just turn around. Can't do it. Can't play it too cool for school. There's Robby Anderson in the bunch, closest to us. It's a 13, 14-yard hook. Stops. Look at him. He's not even trying to create separation. In this scenario, especially with your quarterback scrambling, you have to plant that right foot and drive back to the quarterback. Drive the corner off and get back to the quarterback. Make yourself available. Make the quarterback feel comfortable that you are fighting for every inch and that you are fighting to save his life, to get open. He doesn't do that. Far too often, when he's tasked with a route, when he's tasked with a sit or a hook, he'll just stay there and maintain the same depth. Can't do that. The little things are so important. 2nd and 2, big play here. 20 personnel, dual halfback, 3 wideouts. Not only is RA not a great route runner, he's a strange route runner. He does weird things at times. At times he looks brilliant, but those are slim. Watch this. He literally stops. He stops running. The man is the fastest straight line runner in the world. Doesn't matter if it's not a 9 route. On this shallow cross, his speed does damage, but he can't stop running. First, watch it in real time. There he goes. As soon as the pass comes, he stops. Why does he stop running? Is he afraid to get hit? Putting up one arm? Run through the damn ball and attack it with 2 hands. It looks like... Now here we go in slow motion. Right now, he stops. Wait, it stops. Why? Looks like Darnold's fault. It's not. It's the route. Let's be clear. There's no way anyone knows whose fault this one is. But under Gase last year, there were a lot of patterns that saw receivers bump into each other, be in the same area code, and that's just not good. 1 personnel, no backs, 4 wideouts, tight end. There's Robby Anderson up top against the Pittsburgh Steelers dime. And next to him is Crowder, and Anderson and Crowder are going to wind up holding hands. They're right next to each other. We don't know whose fault it is. But oftentimes, they are right there. Oftentimes, Robby Anderson finds himself in this situation. He's not the smartest route runner. And this is something, that's tough to dissect because you're not in the huddle. You don't know the plays, you don't know the calls, you don't know the concepts. Only the players do. So you got to read the tea leaves, you got to read the body language, and Robby Anderson still struggles with the smarts, with the in-between-the-ear stuff as it pertains to reading coverages and running routes. He's just not worth stud money. He's a number 2. He could definitely be a number 2. Number 3, maybe, not a slot man. He's an outside burner, and it would have played a lot better in the 90s, the 80s, when offense was tougher to come by. Today, with the rules, it is route running. It is understanding the defense, crisp routes that really get it done. Look no further than up north in New England. What are the attributes those receivers possess the best? Route running. From Amendola to Edelman to Wes Welker, that's what they do the best. And that is what has taken over the wide receiver position in today's game. Robby Anderson, solid player. Want him back as the number 2. 10, 11, maybe 12 million a year. Anything more than that with crazy guarantees, forget about it. The salary cap's too important to waste any more money.